Diving is really my passion because it's like flying underwater and a whole different world, so you really see so many new species which you would never see on land. So you have different types of fishes, different types of corals, and you see lobsters, you see turtles, but also the small fish and the corals are really interesting and are really something nice to look at. I'm Jacob. I'm originally from Germany, but living in Charlotteville for almost a year now. I'm working with Eric as an eco-diver trainer. So I live in Charlotteville, a small village, and people might think I'm bored here because it's really not too much stuff to do here if you're not into environment, and I'm really into environment. Therefore, for me it's just like paradise. I have something to do 24/7. May it be work here, may it be schoolwork, or may it just be diving, snorkeling, whatever other recreational activity I can do. My family moved to Tobago and I decided to move with them, to stay here with my family, with my dad and my little sister and my stepmom, but also to be engaged in environmental work, to work with a community group, to work with Eric and to do something good for nature.
Ever-changing time, ever-changing, rearranging, ever-changing time and tide, ever-changing sea, ever-glowing river flowing, ever-changing you and me.
Okay, so you guys, just to recap how we normally do the seabird counts.
Well, Eric has as a mission to support local communities, Northeast Tobago communities, in their development. Practicality, that means for us that we are working together with 3 community-based organizations, one from Charlotteville, one from Charlotteville, and one from Speyside. And those organizations have sent 2 representatives to Eric. And with those 6 people, we are working now since over a year in training them to understand the importance of marine conservation. We train them in diving, we train them in taking data, marine data underwater as well as terrestrial data.
So the first time I went diving, it was very, the experience was just out of the world. And you know, you live on land, but underwater it's like a whole new world. And to see like the different fishes and stuff like that, swimming around in the little groups and stuff, it was really cool. I felt like a mermaid.
When my first year was like, oh my God, I'm really going below water. And when I see the reefs and how it is look, I was like, wow, it's so pretty below here is. And I can live below here, but I can't live because I don't have gills.
Ever-changing scene, ever-changing colors dancing, ever-changing gold and green, ever-changing blue, every day a brand new painting, ever-changing me and you.
What I love about Tobago is that the people here are extremely friendly. You can talk to people easily out on the road, the fishermen and the community members. Also, I love the fact that I'm surrounded by a lot of greenery and the seas, so the environment itself, it's really an attractant for me, and it's quite peaceful here. Right now we're at Little Tobago. This is an island that's protected by the government. It is home to huge populations of seabirds, particularly your tropic birds and your red-footed boobies as well as your brown boobies.
Well, my friends in Germany, they think obviously that I'm living in paradise, and also maybe they're a little bit jealous of the opportunity I have going diving, and even besides school, that I have so much time to actually do what I love. I'm actually living like as if I would live in a magazine. I'm just a step away from the beach. I can just get my scuba gear together and go diving, or get my snorkeling equipment and go snorkeling.
Things change and who knows how. But now is always now.
What really brought me to Trinidad and Tobago, I was working on my master's program on four-eyed fishes, which is a very rare species in Trinidad and Tobago. And then I fell in love with a biologist that worked at the university together with me. And she had links to Tobago. With that links, we came to Tobago, and I really always wanted to live in a tropical place. I wanted to dive. I wanted to live in a rural tropical place, and that was what Tobago really was.
Working with my dad is most of the time really enjoyable because it's really one helps another. Some of the times, of course, you have the little son-father conflicts or whatever, but it is mainly about time management.
Jacob, my son, actually, and I lived separate for 16 years. And when he became 16, he took a big step, like I did a big step at that point of time, and he says, okay, let me just visit my father with 16 and go to school in Trinidad and Tobago and experience that life. And it turned out to be a wonderful experience because we became very close. We share many interests. Challenges a little bit his son and friend at the same time.
Almost every evening, me and my dad drive out the road and have a little talk, a little chat about what was going on the day, about the planning of the next days. And we really work together, and really everyone has an open ear to one another.
Ever breathing brew, ever churning, ever turning, every moment all is new.
Charlotteville strikes me as a village where people have big intentions and I think are encouraged to do things. However, they need the facilities to bring their energy somewhere. And we hope that Eric can be one of those facilities.
Basically, for me, the most important lesson I've learned so far is that your community members are vital in terms of getting information and getting things done. They are probably the best sources of information for any scientists. The fishermen here are probably the best scientists I could come across because they know so much. And in order for you to get anything done, you need to have that rapport with the community members themselves.
Things change, and who knows